In the heart of Sierra Leone, in the village of Magbema, where the palm trees swayed like dancers in the evening breeze, lived a woman of rare beauty, Saffie Kamara. She was known far and wide, not just for her face that shone like the morning sun, but for her figure that made even birds pause mid-flight. Her curves were the talk of every marketplace. Her skin glowed like rich mahogany polished under the African sun, and her smile could waken the strongest of men. Yet, despite her beauty, Safi was cursed. No man ever stayed. She was raised in a home of love and wealth. Her father, Pa Kamara, was a respected elder, and her mother, Mama Fanta, was known for her wisdom. They had given her everything: the best education, the best upbringing, and the best of manners. But love eluded her. Men would chase her like hunter after prey, fighting to win her attention. They would compose songs about her, write her letters, and offer expensive gifts. When it came time for them to marry her, they would disappear like smoke in the wind. Safi grew tired of being admired but never claimed. She would hear whispers of women in the market. A woman that beautiful but cannot keep a man. Something must be wrong with her. Maybe she is cursed. Maybe her beauty is a disguise for something terrible. Women in the marketplace gossiped. She tried everything. She humbled herself before men, cooked for them, loved them fiercely, and even begged a few to stay. But it was as if something chased them away. One day she fell deeply in love with Alhaji Musa, a successful trader from Bo. He was kind, wealthy, and promised her everything she ever wanted. When he proposed, Safi's heart nearly burst with joy. At last, love had found her, but the night before the wedding, Alhaji Musa vanished. His family sent a word that he had suddenly changed his mind and left the country. Safi was humiliated. Her tears flowed like the great Muwa River. Her mother held her, whispering, "My daughter, some things are beyond beauty. You must seek the truth behind your fate." After a couple of months had passed, Safi was passing by the bustling village market, where vendors called out their wares, women pounded fufu, and children chased after each other. Auntie Kajiatu, a middle-aged woman with her head wrapped, fans herself as she gossiped with Pa Ayu and Mariama. They sit near a vegetable stall, Auntie Kajiatu shaking her head and saying, "That girl Safi, ah, beauty wasted, men fall at her feet, yet she remains unmarried. What is wrong with her?" Pa Ali, chuckling, stroking his beard, he mentioned, saying the gods made her too beautiful. So that's why they curse her with lowliness. Mariama rolling her eyes. It's not her fault. Every man in the village only sees her body, not her heart. They chase her like bees to honey, but none stay for love. As they gossip, Safi enters carrying a basket of mangoes. She walks gracefully, the traditional lapa cloth hugging her figure. The market falls silent as she passes. Whispers fill the air, villagers whispering, "Ah, there she is, the untouchable beauty." Safi pauses, her expression unreadable. She nods politely and walks on, the weight of their judgment heavy on her shoulders. Safi head home. Safi confronts her mother. Mama Kadi in the kitchen stirs a pot of cassava leaf over an open fire. Safi enters and slumps onto a wooden stool. Safi sighing, her voice heavy with frustration. "Mama," she said, "why do people talk about me like this? Every day I hear whispers. They say I am cursed, a curse to be beautiful." Mama Kadi calmly staring, then looking at Safi with knowing eyes. "My daughter," she says, "beauty is a blessing and a burden. Your grandmother once warned that no good man would see past your looks. I pray that it would not be true." Mama Kadi says. "So what am I to do?" Safi asks. "Should I hide myself? Should I walk hunched like an old woman?" Mama Kadi, wiping her hands, sitting beside Saffie, voice soft but firm. No, my child, but you must be wise. Men who only admire your face and your body will never love your soul. Wait for the right one. Saffie voice cracking, eyes filled with tears. But Mama, what if he never comes? Mama Kadi pulls her into an embrace, stroking her back like she did when she was a child. In the family compound, three suitors approach Saffie, each with their own motives. Musa, dressed in fine embroidered tunic, tossing gold coins onto the mat. Musa, smirking, saying, Saffie, my dear, why waste your time in this dusty village? Come with me to Freetown. I will dress you in the finest clothes, and you will never have to cook again. Saffie, raising an eyebrow, uninterested. And what of love, Musa? Says Saffie. Do you love me? Says Saffie. Say yes, and I will make you a queen, says Musa. Saffie standing facing Musa, her voice firm. Then take your gold, Musa. I am not for sale. Musa scoffs and leaves, muttering. Karim, the sweet talker. Karim, a musician, strums his kora and sings a song about Safi's beauty. Karim, grinning, and says, Oh Safi, your eyes shine like the morning sun. Your lips like ripe mangoes. Safi smiling, slightly skeptical. Marry me and I will sing your praises forever. She says to Karim, and when the song ends, Karim, will you still stay? Says Safi, asking Karim. Karim, embarrassed, packs his kora and hurries away. Desperate for answers, Safi visited the village's oldest seer, Mama Yabom, a woman who spoke with spirits and knew the hidden things of the world. The old woman took one look at Safi and shook her head. The old woman says to Safi, My child, your beauty is both your gift and your curse. You were born under a moon that makes men desire you but fear you. Safi's heart pounded. Why? What have I done? Mama Yabon took a deep breath and explained. Your grandmother, Haja Kariatu, was once betrayed by a man she loved. In her pain, she cursed all her female descendants to suffer heartbreak until one of them could prove that beauty is not enough to hold love. Tears filled Safi's eyes. So what do I do? The old woman answered Safi, You must find a man who loves your soul before your body. Only then will the curse be broken. One night, Safi sits under the baobab tree, staring at the moon, speaking to her grandmother's spirit in frustration. Safi asks her grandmother, What is wrong with me? Why can no man love me truly? A sudden wind blows, a leaf rustles violently, an old woman's voice echoes through the air. Haja Kariatu's spirits speak. Your beauty blinds them, my child, but there is one who will see your heart. He is coming, just be patient. Safi grabs, gripping her chest as the wind calms. After a couple of months holding on to what her grandmother said, determined Safi decided she would no longer let men chase her for her body. She covered her famous curves with long garments. She stopped wearing her golden jewelry, and she carried herself with quiet grace. Many of the men who had once admired her disappeared, uninterested in her new self. But one man remained, Ba Conte, a simple school teacher who had always admired her from afar. Unlike the others, he had never sung about her beauty nor compete for her attention. Instead, he would greet her with respect and ask about her day. Ba Conte didn't chase her, and that intrigued Safi. Instead, he loved her laughter, her kindness, and her wisdom. Slowly, Safi began to fall for Ba Conte. One day, she asked, Why have you never pursued me like the others? He smiled, Because I wanted to know your heart first. He never talks about her looks, never commented on her figure. After a couple of weeks after their first encounter, The riverbank at dawn, Saffie walks alone, lost in thought. She sleeps, but a strong hand catches her. It was Bai Conte, a traveler with a kind eyes and a warm smile. Bai Conte grinning. Be careful now, beautiful one. The river takes no sides. Saffie blushing, pulling away. I did not ask for your help, she says. Bai Conte chuckling. And yet, here you are, still standing because of it. Safi looks at him closely. Unlike the others, his gaze meets her eyes with respect, not hunger. At this point in time, Safi is curious. You are not from here, are you? What brings you here? Bai Conte replies, I seek a wife, but not just any wife. A woman of strength and heart. Safi's heart pounds. In her mind, she is saying that could it be him? Is he the one? Their encounter ended for that day, and Safi walks home. One evening, under the baobab tree, he took her hands in his and said, Safi, I love you, not for what others see, but for who you are when no one is watching. That moment, the wind shifted and a strange calmness filled the air. The curse had been lifted. In a matter of days, Ba Conte kneeling before the elders in the village square, he added, I do not seek her beauty, but her spirit. I will love her, protect her, and honor her. The villagers whisper in Awi. Mama Kadi sheds a tear of joy. Mama Kadi embracing Bai Conte. Then take her, my son, she is yours. Safi, overwhelmed, holds Bai Conte's hand. Safi whispers in his ear, saying, I waited for you. Bai Conte smiling, and says to Safi, I was always meant to find you. The village erupts in cheers as the wedding preparation began. The curse is broken and love prevails. The moral of the story: true love sees beyond beauty. Patience and self-worth lead to the love you deserve.